Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. The grass is green, the birds are chirping. We've got a table saw. We've got two pieces of 48 by 48 inch polycarbonate, and we've got a bunch of hardware. So what we're going to do is make some new windows for my deer blind. So I have 12-inch by 38-inch window openings on my blind. I'm going to rip this polycarbonate down to 14 by 40-inch pieces so I have an inch of overlap on each side. So I'm going to get the table saw all set up, rip those down, and then show you what I'm going to do with the hardware, so stay tuned. Okay, we're back. We've got our windows cut to size, everything went well. So I'll show you some of the hardware we're using. We're using 2.5-inch hinges. We are using 3/16 by 1/4-inch rivets, aluminum. Number 10 flat washers, and we'll show you why that we're using those in a little bit. Our 3/16 drill bit, a small pilot hole, and a 3/16 centering punch. So now I'm putting my hinges on this way. So we're going to go ahead in a moment here and use our centering punch to center where the holes are. Now I'm only going to put holes in these two, just to not drill through too much of this polycarbonate here to help it not crack. So I'll show you what we're going to do in a minute here. Okay, I've measured out 8 inches from each end to put the center of our hinge here. So we're going to set the hinge there, and we're going to take our centering punch, and we're not going to actually pound. We're just going to set the punch down in there and press hard to put a little dimple in there. We'll do the same thing on the other side. That way we've got a dimple to do our pilot hole. So go ahead and take our drill and work on our pilot hole here. We're going to drill real slow. Let the drill do the work. Okay, and then we'll take our 3/16 bit and widen out our holes here. There we go. Now let's just make sure our rivet fits through really nice. It does, nice and snug on both. Okay. Now we can go ahead and we'll get our hinge in place, and I'll show you why we have the washers. 1 second. Alright, so we're going to take our rivets and push them through from the bottom. You see we've got a nice snug hole there. We're going to take our hinge and put it on top here like this. We're going to take our washers and put it on here like this. So now I can't take full credit for this. I did see someone else do this in another YouTube video, but what they recommended was putting the number 10 washers on here because these rivets have a tendency to want to pull through after you rivet it. So I'm going to go ahead and set it up like this and use my riveter, and I'll show you the results when I'm done. Alright, so I went ahead and I did both hinges off camera here. You can see we got a nice tight fit here. Hinges are nice and solid. The rivets didn't pull through, no cracks. So we're good to go. So now we're going to go ahead and do all the rest of them. I'll show you the results. In case you guys are wondering what I was using for a rivet gun, here's what I got. This is actually one I picked up at Harbor Freight several years ago, and I've been super happy with it. The nice thing about it is this container right here actually catches all of the rivet stems as you are using them, so you're not making a mess all over the floor. So it fills up in there, screws on, screws off, so it works pretty good. Pretty cheap rivet gun from Harbor Freight again. It's been working good for me so far. Alright, we got all of our windows put together with our hinges. Everything went pretty smoothly, so that's good. Now the next phase is to figure out how we're going to make the window stay. So instead of using the traditional latch, I am actually going to try to use some magnets. So I'm going to show you how that works in a minute here, so hang tight. So what we're working with here are some really strong 2-part magnets here. So I got these off of Amazon. So basically it comes in 2 halves. You got, this is non-magnetic, and then here's the magnet in here. Basically the magnet fits right inside there. So the idea is you put one portion of the magnet on here and the other portion on the bottom of the window and the top of the window. And so you can open up the hinge and the window sticks, close the hinge and the window sticks. So that's the idea. Debated whether doing this or not because it may make some noise as I'm hunting, but this is what I'm going to try, so we'll see if it works out. So I'm going to figure out how to put these together here, and I will show you what I come up with. All right, here's what we came up with. We drilled a hole right in the middle there with our 3/16, and we just riveted the two non-magnetic halves together there. So now what we'd have to do is on the deer stand, on the bottom where the window closes, we put one of the magnets countersunk into the wood a little bit. Whoop. Then on the top we'll do the same thing. And actually the kit that the magnets came with had these nice little stainless screws that we can use to attach the magnets to the wood. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of them the same way. So that'll be it for this video, but I will do a part 2 where I will show you the install on the deer stand. So thanks for watching, and hopefully this helps somebody out.